Okay, vanakkamba. Good morning. Vanakkam. Yeah, late by 2 minutes. Good morning. Am I audible?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Because I need some response to start. No problem. Thank you. Yeah, happy to see you all again. Yeah, in next week we again have the tests are starting. No? Next week test is starting. So before that we need to have some good amount of topics covered so that question content cover pananum. Yeah. And how about this test? What sort of test you had? Whether it is a fully MCQ or simply uploading PDF. Every panel so far in your first semester.
Sir, for maths, like first cat alone, we had descriptive, sir. Write and upload. Then after that, second and third cat, we had MCQ. The remaining subjects all we had 5 questions MCQ and then with 10 marks as a descriptive.
Only 10 mark for MCQ. Yeah, only 10 mark MCQ. The rest 40 mark simply uploading. Yeah, PDF. Is it so?
Actually, 5 marks for MCQ, sir. 5 marks for MCQ. Then 10 marks, sir. 10 marks we should write and we should upload, sir.
Oh, only 25 marks.
Yes, sir.
That means okay. At least it means 20% MCQ and this what is it? The rest 80% is simply uploading. So whereas we'll try to have give more weightage for MCQ. This PDF uploading. There are tendency for you to, of course, consult and give a shared result. Instead, we'll have give more weightage for MCQ. The at least about 40% is weightage. 40 to 50% we can think of. But of course, forming a question in MCQ is more involved. Involved, and always I need to spend more time for studying the question paper. Whereas asking these descriptive questions, I can simply ask, describe, explain what, why, what, but you have to write. So I will spend more time for setting this question, at least some 40% weightage for MCQ. Sardanapa? Shall we agree? All of you agree for that? At least out of this 50 mark test, this 20 mark will try to have from MCQ. And the rest 30 marks. That will give it for writing and uploading. If it is okay, can you please this chart or thumbs up or anything? No, you can type. No, if you can agree for, if you are agreeing for that, at least you can type the content in your chart. If you can't reply by voice.
Some teachers said it will be fully MCQ, sir.
Fully MCQ also not very tough. I cannot easily say it. But because the COE hasn't asked or is given any guidelines. So it is up to, we are asked to conduct a test for 50 marks in say 1 hour duration. Yeah, 1 hour, 1.5 hour. How much time? 1.5 hour. 1.5 hour. So 1.5 hour, 50 minutes. There is a logical time. In that, I used to conduct, at least for your senior classes. In the last semester, I practiced this way, like 30 minutes MCQ and rest 1 hour for writing. 1 hour or even they can extend also. Nothing very rigid on this writing aspect. So the initial 30 minutes for MCQ for this 40% weightage. That means 20 mark of your.
How much questions will be there, sir? 20 marks.
20 mark now. Mostly it can be only like 1 mark question or 2 mark question. Sometime no, according to the weightage or the difficulty level. So about some 15-20 questions you can expect.
MCQ will be for 30 minutes, sir.
30 minutes.
Then remaining 1 hour for remaining 30 marks, sir.
Yeah, right. It will be better, no?
Okay, sir. But it will be 10 marks question or it will be graded?
So we can have no 10 mark instead of 10 mark. We can ask some 4-5 mark also, so that we can club like a part A, part B of 10 mark question.
Okay, sir.
That way.
So will there be any uploading time, sir, separately?
Yeah. For that 10 mark, this PDF you have to upload.
Yes, no extra time will there be provided, or
And,
in that 1 month?
I will be very liberal on this timing for this writing part. You can take even 1.5 hours also. Nothing. That is not rigid. Whereas this MCQ part will be very rigid. That means even I will decide about the timing, whether it is 30 mark or 30 minutes or 20 minutes, because according to the difficulty level, I will allocate the time. And also the questions will be of this type. There is one question per page, and questions in sequential. That means you cannot go back to the previous question. So once you answer, you can go to the next question. Otherwise, if you don't know the answer, if you skip that question, you cannot come back again. So there is a method better for this kind of online assessment, because you have facility with all kind of thing. No, you can easily Google the answer and you can write it. So to avoid that, otherwise to put little pressure on this thing, I'll have a sequential order. Otherwise, you have to answer the questions in sequentially. You cannot go back to the previous question. Okay, there is a thing. And the other thing is, say if it is 20 questions for 30 mark, these questions will be coming in random order. And also even I will take the questions from pool of questions. Or the questions may be or everyone may not have the same question. Okay, or it's a random test. Of course, I ensure the difficulty level of every question is the same level. So in that way, it will be there. I need to have some kind of assessment. Whereas this writing part, no way to assess yourself, no way to assess your real learning, because even without having a learning, you can simply write. And other thing, this MCQ also, if I am having this free to navigate, then there are also chances for you to get the solution from your classmates, friends. So to avoid that, at least I will have this 30 this 40% of mark with this what is it, sequential way and random questions. Okay, please be prepared for that. Okay, Pa. This is the thing I want to communicate. Maybe even I want to take your opinions also. Okay, nothing to worry. After the test one, we'll see. Take your opinion about the practice we will have. We'll have. Okay, going further. Okay, let us go back to the syllabus again. Can you please tell the portions for Cat 1? This Aditya has asked for these portions. Portions are this unit 1 contents in full, and from unit 2. Today we'll see some topics. Let us again go through the syllabus. I hope my screen is visible now, which is about the syllabus topic. Okay, we discussed about chemical process industry, history we didn't discuss, but still you can go through, but I will avoid questions on the historical aspect of chemical engineering. And role of chemical engineer, we try to discuss something. And description of unit process and unit operation. We don't have the description, and whereas we have seen the classification of unit operation process and some example for unit operation process. So in that way only we'll have the questions. Okay, because the description and all we are going to cover it in the coming syllabuses, coming chapter, like starting from humidification and what is it, fluid mechanics and heat transfer, mass transfer. So these descriptions are covered in that. So I am not going to discuss have a description of unit operations in this aspect. And flow sheet representation of process plant. We have seen about the sulfuric acid and soda manufacture. So you can expect these detailed questions in this topic, and also these detailed questions in this area also. And the basic class of chemical engineering, this also I haven't covered. This I will cover along with this second unit aspect, which is this physical, what is it, the process calculations, this physiochemical calculation. In that I will cover that. So I haven't covered this basic class. Okay, and unit conversion we have seen to some extent the possible. And otherwise, whatever we have discussed only I will ask in the test. So whatever I haven't elaborated, definitely I won't ask any detail aspect. Whatever I have missed, they will be covered in the subsequent units, or you can read yourself. In that way only I have omitted some aspects. Okay. And in this second unit, from the second unit, we will have these two lines. What is it? Which is stoichiometrical aspects of what is called chemical process calculations, which is something about this laws of mass balance and energy balance equations, and some idea about the chemical process streams that I will see in the coming classes on Monday and Wednesday. And in today's class, we'll discuss about humidity and saturation. Okay, because which is a very nice topic, which is having wide applications in chemical industry, not only in chemical industry, in general nature, no? In environmental applications, you can see a lot of applications of this humidification. And after the test, we'll see this fluid mechanics. Or is for the test 2, I can say like from this the part of unit 2 and unit 3. Okay, this unit 3 will cover in full, and unit 2 these portions like fluid mechanics aspects will be covered covered after the test 1. So always for test 2 it will be there. Likewise for test 3, for that we'll have this 4 and 5, unit 4 and 5. This in this way only I have covered in the last 2 years, and the same thing I can repeat now. Okay, going further, today's aspect is about humidity and saturation. Okay, pa? Is it clear, pa? Aditya, your question is answered.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Huh? So no need to worry about the marks and all. You see that you have some good learning. Because marks and all, everyone is getting in the range of about at least 70 plus. Everyone is capable of getting. Whereas in our days, no, even passing a subject is also tougher, and otherwise getting a mark of 60, 70 was really challenging, and getting a mark of 80 was considered to be a great one. Nowadays 80 is considered to be very average, and 90, 100 people are getting very easily. Okay, no need to worry. Otherwise, these assessments are not very stringent nowadays. Otherwise, and this current scenario, people are having all kind of facility. You can simply Google. So otherwise, there is more pressure on setting a nice question. Okay, so I have to spend more time for setting the question. I'll spend the necessary time. And we have test on what is it? And I suppose on Monday, no? Monday or Friday? Oh, Monday.
Monday, sir.
Monday, sir.
Thank you, Pa. Thanks for knowing that. Okay, and Monday now even next week we have 2 classes on Monday 9 the same time, and also Wednesday 11 to 12. So in that 2 hours we'll and today's class we'll try to finish these aspects. Of course, we'll spend more time for this humidity that we'll start now. Okay. This and all we have. I will again go to the next aspect of. Humidity is a very nice topic because naturally it is happening, and you all know about this effect of humidity. And you in the summer you will feel this significance of humidity of the air. These people in the Chennai region and are in the coastal region, they used to sweat a lot in the summer, whereas in the interior land they don't sweat. Say people in the Salem or Coimbatore, they are not much comfortable. Always, even the summer season they don't sweat a lot. Can you see the reason for that, Pa? Let us have some discussion. Why this sweating is very common in this coastal area? Otherwise, we are not comfortable in this summer. These people living closer to the coastal area. There is the Chennai people. They know the problem of sweating. Very tough to bring out any discussion. Many Chennai people are available. Of course, my this batch is more of Chennai people. No? Otherwise, people from Tirunelveli, Kanyakumari, and Salem, Tanjavur, Pudukkottai. The major part of people are from Chennai. So, what is the reason for this sweating, which is related to humidity?
So, coastal areas, the relative humidity will be
higher. Yeah, nice. Relative humidity. So this is giving a jargon or terminology. What is called as Ambika. Ambika from Tiruvannamalai, yeah? Mangalam.
Sir, I'm Aishwarya, sir.
Oh, Aishwarya answer. Even Ambika is also trying. Aishwarya from Ananagrama.
Pallavaram, sir.
Pallavaram. Yeah, nice. Good to know. Thanks. Even Ambika is also trying. Ambika, try panningalama. Even Tiruvannamalai region is quite better than this Chennai. The reason is in the coastal line, of course, the air will be having much higher humidity. Otherwise, it can accommodate more moisture. Humidity is very simply to say it can accommodate. It's nothing but the amount of water vapor in the air. Yeah, this and all you know, lady. This water vapor is more in the air. Otherwise, why this water vapor is more? Because of it gets access to more water bodies. Whereas in the interior land area like Coimbatore or Salem or even Tiruvannamalai, they even this like Tirunelveli region. So they are at least about 100 300 kilometers away from the coastal lines. So they have this air is not so saturated. But the saturation of water in the air, no? Otherwise, there is yeah, equilibrium or air is there is a relation between there is a what is it, air liquid equilibrium, or what is called gas liquid equilibrium. So equilibrium between this air and water bodies. Of course, air is not dissolving at any appreciable amount in the water, whereas water is trying to have some share in the air. Otherwise, there is an equilibrium between this gas and liquid. Liquid is going having trying to have a share in the this air or this gas phase. The liquid is nothing but the water here. So that is trying to have trying to have a portion of it is trying to occupy its share in the this gas phase, whereas this air is not having much solubility. Of course, there is some amount of solubility. No? You know what is the solubility of oxygen in the water? Of course, oxygen is to some extent it is soluble. Any of you know about this amount? Of course, this solubility is again a function of temperature. In the summer season, you can see a lot of fishes are getting dying. So what is the reason for that? These fishes in the water bodies, sometimes they are dying because of course, I can say the reason I already coming out. So the air is
high temperature, the gas solubility is low.
Yeah, high temperature solubility is
Degrees.
Yeah, nice. Thermes from Jhansi. Nice. Because higher the temperature, the lesser the solubility for the gases in the water. Whereas normally for liquid, for solids or liquids, normally the reverse one. The solids and liquids they try to dissolve more in the at high temperature. Say for example, in the case of your sugar dissolution, if you put that sugar in the hot water, it will dissolve more. Otherwise, it will dissolve at a faster rate. Whereas in the for gases, the solubility of gases in this liquid is normally lesser at high temperature. Okay, so because of that, the fishes in the water bodies, even you can see a lot of fishes are getting even in the seashore. You can see in the summer if you walk around, you can see a lot of fishes are there in the this seashore because of they died in this high temperature. And also in the ponds also you can see that. Even you can experience in your this fish pot, you would have experienced. Otherwise, even if you switch off this air supply for about a few minutes or hours, they will die because of the dissolved air content is getting depleted, so they are dying. So otherwise, okay, of course, you know any what is the solubility level of this water, air in water? Yeah, of course, yeah, only again this we are interested in solubility of oxygen in water. Any amount you know about this solubility of in terms of grams per liter or so? Sivashanmugam is trying. Evalu part dissolve agum? So water, say 1 kg of water, how much oxygen you can see at saturation? course, you can Google and easily get this answer. So I can give you. Siva Sanbugam is trying at least. Thanks for. It is only about 7 milligrams per liter. 7 milligrams per 1000 grams. So which is very low amount. Even with that very low amount, these aquatic organisms are surviving 7 milligram per liter, 7 ppm. Whereas this salt content is about 3 grams per liter. Our sodium chloride content is 3 grams per liter in the salt, this ocean water. Whereas this is only about 7 milligrams per liter. But this is also good amount for this aquatic organisms to survive. Whereas with temperature, this will go down to the levels of about 3-4 milligrams per liter. So that leads to death of these organisms. Okay. Coming back to the, this is about, what is it? Equilibrium between air and water. So can you guess how much is equilibrium concentration of water in air? So that was in only ppm level. Whereas how much is air content, how much air can be, how much water can be there in the air at saturation? That means at a humidity of 100% relative humidity. We use, this, Aishwarya said about this relative humidity, no? Okay. How much air, how much water can be accommodated in the air at 100% saturation? No, let's have some idea, no? Then only we can continue the topic. Can you guess, how much is the concentration? Otherwise, you can say in terms of volume percent or mass percent. You people are very knowledgeable. You have a lot of good. This current generation people are having high knowledge. Otherwise, teaching this current generation people is not so easier. How much percentage? Whether it will be in ppm or in appreciable amounts. Okay, you'll get to know. I need not give this point now. So these are all covered in the topic what is called as relative humidity, or how much is humidity. Now, humidity refers to how much of water vapor that is there in the air. Yeah, okay. This humidity is terminology to say about, or humidity of air means what is the amount of water vapor in air. So we normally used to say in terms of so much of grams per gram. Okay. Grams of water vapor per grams of air. Okay, this presentation will give you the role of humidification. So before going to see the terminologies, we'll see about the role of humidification in chemical industry. Okay, before going to chemical industry, we can see the role of humidification in this day-to-day applications. You do have seen this phenomena. Say, so you are driving the car with windshields closed, and if you drive the car in the rainy season, you'll see there are water particles there inside the windshield. You have traveled in the roads, and now if you wipe this inner glass, if you touch this inner glass, you can see a lot of water getting. There are water droplets or water particles. What is the reason for that? Who was trying that? Maybe you can type in the chart also. No, chart is visible to everyone. At least to have some kind of interaction. Otherwise, instead I can give you some recorded lecture and ask you to go through. That is also sometimes okay, but to have some real class, no, it is better. You can initiate. We can have kind of discussion. Who was trying about? There is the deposition of water vapor inside the glass. Of course, outside there is a rain happening. Whereas we see these water particles on the inside in the inner side. Whereas if you try to clean the inner surface with some cloth, you'll see the visibility is better. Otherwise, because of the deposit of fog. So from where from this water came? Or is there are there is a deposition of water vapor, water. So where from this water vapor came? Or what is the reason for this deposition of water vapor? Deposition of water particles. I think people are trying hardly. Or எல்லாரும் class attend பண்றீங்களா? Or எல்லாரும் simply on பண்ணிட்டு அப்படி வேற ஏதாவது வேலை பாக்குறீங்களாப்பா? Of course, you can take breakfast and have coffee, and even you can chat with your home people. But at least also spend some time in discussing with me also. Okay, it's there is some response. I think you can you can discuss, or this chart can be open to everyone also, so that the others can also understand. It's from AC. Okay, AC. Jalsri has responded saying like this water is coming from AC. But okay, in the winter, suppose even if you don't use AC, in the windshield, no car windshield, inner side la water vapor deposit agudu. The reason is, of course, the air outside temperature is lesser now in comparison to the inside temperature, because this at least the wind, the glass now it's having this rain particles, so its temperature is getting reduced. So whereas inner it's having inner air is of course having moisture, so this moisture is trying to condense. Now that is what is happening in the real this what is it? There is what is the reason for this rain formation. Rain is forming because of. So okay, people those who are giving this chart message, they can simply type this message applicable to that can be seen by everyone. I think you can type that way, no?
Yes.
You can make it to everyone, so that at least the others can also appreciate your discussion. There is nothing to worry about your answers. Otherwise, okay, if you feel like any question to be private, I can send that way. Thanks, Juan. Jalasri from Sengalpat. Sengalpatla periya lake irukku pa. You know about that lake, no? There is Kolavai Lake. People of this Chennai region definitely know about this Sengalpat, because next to Tambaram it's a station, major station, and while coming from the south, you will be definitely seeing that lake. Very, very nice lake to see that. Of course, நம்ம ட்ரெயின்ல வரும்போது அந்த லேக் தான் நல்லா பார்க்க முடியும். Okay, to move further, I should there is a reason for this rain formation, no? Is because of the humidification of air, and once air is reaching its saturation, and again you see the reverse, there is dehumidification of water vapor is happening, dehumidification of air is happening, so otherwise it is leading to rain. Of course, this nature is very beautiful. We have this nice mechanism of this humidification and dehumidification. By that way only we can see large purification of water bodies are happening. See, whatever this water available in this Kuam is also from the water from the Kuam is also we are getting a nice rain. So whatever the water vaporizing from Kuam river, these people of this Chennai region, they can understand about this Kuam and Adayar. You know about this difference between Kuam river and Adayar river? There are two rivers running in Chennai. So where is this Adayar running and where is this Kuam running? At least Chennai people can say, no? People are from Chennai. Okay, at least people can type in the chart. I know Varun is closer to Adayar river. Sardanapa, Varun, are you available?
Sir, yes, sir.
So where is Adayar river, pa? At least you have to cross Adayar river to reach campus.
Sir, Satya Studios.
Satya Studios. You know where from it is originating? Better to have this idea. At least wherever you are residing, you should know about this. What is the reason for this name Adayar? I will ask this question in the coming class. Of course, I can ask the question Kuvam from people from Amjikarai. Yarmadu Amjikaraila Namo Amirta Varshini is there, no? Amirta Varshini?
Yes, sir.
You know this Kuvam river, where it is there?
Sir, actually, it is near my house only, sir.
Yeah, happy to. You know, this actually earlier, no, that 20, 30 years living near the river was considered to be a great thing. Whereas now, this living near this river, at least in the Chennai city, no, it's not very safe. No need to worry. Of course, we are having, everyone is having at least some water body running nearby. Even I am also closer to Adayar. It is about some kilometer away from that. Kuvam, where from it is originating now? Amirta Varshini?
Sir, I don't know.
Don't know. From where it is ending? At what point it is ending? Of course, definitely it should end with a C. Any of you know from Annanagar region? Or of course, Mylapore people also should say about this. You know, Chennai, there are two estuaries. One is for this ending of this Kuvam river and another for this Adayar river. Adayar river enga point agudhu Varun? You know, of course, many of you would have seen this nice scenery, no? This Besanagar Adayar broken bridge, Patriklapa, Besanagar broken bridge. Nere Patra Patripingapa. I think there is a chart response. Yeah, Chambarambakam. No, Nitish has given this message. Chambarambakam in the bus from Chambarambakam, which river is originating? Nitish? I think we didn't discuss. I should not ask this way. Okay, Chambarambakam and from what is it, Mudichur area, this Adayar river is originating. Likewise, you please get to know about this other for the other river, Kuvam river originating. Okay, I should not give every answer. Okay, there is this the idea of asking that question is all these contaminated water bodies are getting purified by the rain. In what way? There is whatever the water content of these water bodies. That is at least in the city, we have this river as a large water body. So whatever the contaminated water, you know, the contamination of level of contamination in this Adayar river and this Kuvam river, more than Adayar river, Kuvam river is more contaminated. Yeah, of course, Adayar is also like that now. This contaminated water is also getting purified in water. Whatever the water vapor from that is reaching these clouds and it is coming back. So this water, that is giving you a clean water. This rain is a clean water in comparison to the water of course, it's definitely pure water except for some amount of carbon dioxide and other dissolved gases. Okay, in addition to this water from the water bodies and water from these river bodies and even this ocean water is also reaching. So we have this nice mechanism of purification of water of the water bodies. And as and when, okay, the reason is, of course, humidification of air and again dehumidification. So, of course, if you can understand this process, we can employ this process very well for a lot of applications. So, we'll go to the next nice application. You all know this reason for this chilling of water in the water pot, mud pot. Of course, you know this reason very well. What is that? Why this chillness is happening? Chilling is happening. Okay, without looking at this lines, you can see. Say, of course, water in this this pot won't be that chiller as even the same ambient conditions. If you see the water of this mud pot, of course, mud pot we used to keep in this summer only. Whereas in the winter season, you won't see any difference between the mud pot water and this what is it, silver pot, steel pot. What is the reason for this? At least every one know the reason. At least even the village people know the reasons. Even if they know the reasons or not, or is they are using this for bringing out chillness. Of course, the reason is I can without spending much time, I can say that this is there is the surrounding air is having lesser humidity, whereas to saturate that air, water is coming through the pores of this mud pot. So, and it is going to vaporize only by vaporization. Air will be, water will be there in the air in the form of vapor. So, for this liquid to vaporize, so from where this energy is coming? So, it is simply taking the energy from that of the liquid water. So, always at the expense of its internal energy, by the expense of its internal energy, it is vaporizing. So, for this vaporization, of course, you know the latent heat of vaporization. So, this entire energy is taken from this liquid water only. So, thereby, there is a reduction of temperature. So, otherwise, it's a nice cooling process happening. So, this, if we can understand this process, we can engineer this process for a large scale. This is the process utilized for large scale cooling in the industry. Can any of you give an example for this due to cooling effect of evaporation? Yeah, Madhav has given this answer. Why this cooling is happening? Yeah, because of the evaporative cooling. A nice reason by Madhav. So evaporation is happening because of sorry, because of the surrounding air is less saturated. Otherwise, this water is having 100% saturated. If the surrounding air, whatever the this water is coming out because of seepage, otherwise it is these pores are having through the pores water can come out, whereas this water still it is at the exit of this pore, it is still at the liquid water. It has to vaporize. For that, it is taking the energy from that water in the pores. So otherwise it is taking the its own latent heat. Otherwise it has to expel the latent heat. Okay, this latent heat and all you can understand later also. Otherwise it is there is a loss of energy from the water. Okay, the same process can be implied, or the same process can be utilized for large scale cooling. Can you think of a process which is happening in the can you name a process which is happening in the industry? Industrial application of this cooling process, this humidification process. Of course, you would have seen this large kind of structures, in a power plant. In a thermal power plant, I'm giving you the cue for that, clue for that. So in the thermal,
sir, while releasing after the usage of the water, while releasing the water into the river, its temperature should be lowered, sir.
Fine, good. Gautam.
Or that this cooling process may be used.
Correct. Nice. See, in the industrial, nice. Gautam is bringing out the point. Otherwise, for a power plant, we need to have, we need to dissipate the energy. Otherwise, what is it? Power plant is nothing but a heat engine. Otherwise, it is working between two reservoirs, two thermal reservoirs. One is called as a source and another is a sink. Source is nothing but the boiler, and the sink is nothing but the atmosphere, ampere. Of course, you can think of water body as the sink, but you cannot dissipate large amount of hot water to the water bodies. Instead, we are simply rejecting the heat to the ambient. So for that, what is the mechanism implied? Of course, there is a large role played by humidification. Okay, this Gautam is giving a point like we have to reject the heat to the surrounding. So of course, we cannot. I am giving this another additional point. This we cannot simply reject this what is it? The heat, low quality heat to the water bodies. Instead, we can, of course, in comparison to the water body, this surrounding air is available in large volume. So how to reject the heat from water to the air? Of course, I will further elaborate upon this. So now this teaching can be still more Power plant. I will give you a thermal power plant figure. The people of this Thuthukudi region are even this Yennur. They also know this power plant. No, I'm asking about what is this huge structures. This is even nuclear power plant. There is a person from Kalpakam also, no? A person from Kalpakam. Yeah.
Madhav, sir.
Madhav have to answer this question. Has to answer this question. So what is these structures? These bigger structures, no? I'm highlighting this. Of course, my diagram is visible, no? It's a nuclear power plant at Bavaria. I don't know where it is. But even if you see this kind of power plant in even in any other area like your Kalpakam also, let us see, no? Kalpakam plant. I'm asking about what is the name of that huge structures. So, always the idea of asking this, wherever you go, you should at least question everything. No, what is this and what is that? If you try to question everything, you can learn. Otherwise, the starting point for learning is getting a lot of questions. So, what are all these towers? Now, Kalpakam power plant. Okay, I can get this Kalpakam power plant at this fingertip. Very easy. Nowadays, this learning is very easy. Whereas 30 years back, no, during this time, during our time, we cannot easily get these figures. We used to, the teacher has to write these contents in the board, and that will take a lot of time. So I'm asking, what is this tower? Of course, people can answer this question. What is this structure? Now, my screen is shared, no? I'm giving this figure, Kalpakam nuclear power plant. What is this structure, pa? Definitely, you say there is a few gases leaving. There is what is colors? Please answer this. Whether this diagram is visible. I am showing Kalpakam nuclear power plant. Gautam,
Yes, sir.
Right. Thanks. What is this structure? Of course, I'm asking about what is the name for this. If I give a keyword, you can easily get the name. But now the reverse thing. This Google or this search is not still so effective. I'm asking about this structure. This structure you can easily answer. Any power plant, they will
Boiler.
Boiler. There will be a boiler, and of course, boiler boiler is simply a heat transfer device. Of course, it is related with boiler.
Tower, sir.
Great man, nice answer, very nice answer. Who gave this answer?
Sri Varshini, sir.
Where did you? How did you know about this? How do you know about this? Varshini, Sri Varshini. Dharmaburi.
General thing.
General. Great ma. Thanks ma. Thanks for this answer. Of course, the name is cooling tower. Okay, now we are setting the basis. So how this cooling tower is working, or what is okay, we'll see about this cooling tower working. Now I can directly go to that without saying about this because this theory and all you can read this application. If you know that, you can easily understand the theory. So, okay, this is what is 1 minute. Cooling tower, great ma. Of course, you can see these structures in Yennur. If you go around this Yennur this North Chennai. If you cross from this Thiruvattur and go to Minjur or Ponneri, Gumadipundi or Delhi, of course, many of you would have traveled these regions, no? Otherwise, also you please try to visit this. So, what is called as a cooling tower? Cooling tower. I can easily now explain the process. So there is a hot water which is coming from this thermal power plant. Why it is coming as hot water? Because of course I have to give a connection for this. I can give this explain for thermal power plant or a cycle kamchala. Guess many connections, and I better to give the connections. Of course, one of you give this answer like thermal power plant cycle. I can now easily without much complexity, I should give the diagram. Fine. Sorry, this is going to open some video. Better not to have this. Sorry. Sorry. 1 minute. I should stop this. 1 minute. This control still. 1 minute. I will stop this. Okay, it's not stop. I cannot stop. Wait a minute. I have to stop this and. I thought of getting only the diagram. Okay, all right. I'll share again. Say sometime, okay, without much preparation, if we try something, it will lead to some other content. Okay. Of course, it is also relevant, but it will take time. Instead, I can directly give from my from other area. Wait a minute. I thought of expecting only the. Fine, there is one thing available here. Diagrams. Yeah, right. Okay, see, this is a operation happening in the power plant. Okay, I'll zoom this area and try to give you an idea. All right, fine. So what is happening is in a power plant is. So there is a pump to circulate the liquid, and this is going to a boiler, and in which heat is added. You can easily understand this. And there is a. Okay, you have a high pressure and superheated steam, which is entering a turbine. And from the turbine only, turbine is coupled to a generator, and we have this power generation. And this whatever the steam leaving, which is a low pressure steam, we have to condense that back to water. Then only we can circulate this. This you can have a fluid in circulation. Otherwise, you can even ask for why not we why should we condense? Instead, we can simply reject to the atmosphere. But if you think of that, you have to again keep on prepare good quality water, which is vaporizing in the boiler. Otherwise, preparing boiler quality water is not so easy. Which is a costly affair in a power plant. So what we should do, we should circulate this water. Otherwise, whatever the low pressure steam leaving this power plant, leaving this turbine, cannot be rejected simply to the atmosphere. Of course, heat rejection is always should be there. Then only it can. Otherwise, a heat engine to perform, you should have a heat source and heat sink. That you know. Oh, this why and how and all you'll be getting to know this in your thermodynamics. Of course, in your basic mechanical also you'll be getting to know. Otherwise, in your next semester course, what is called thermodynamics 1, you'll get to know. So this there is a heat rejection happening. So here for that we'll use what is used. We'll use 1 minute. We'll use this cooling water. Otherwise, you have to use water to take the heat. So you'll take the water at 30 degrees Celsius and it will be getting heated to 50 degrees Celsius. Upon taking the heat of this low pressure steam, or is low pressure steam means turning to low pressure liquid water. Steam is turning to water, so it has to reject its latent heat of condensation. So this latent heat of condensation has to be again dissipated to the. It is given to the water bodies. This water again has to be again brought back to its original temperature. Right, nice, no? Because we cannot reject this water to the any available water body. If you reject that, again there is a large amount of heat leaving to the water body, which will again pollute the water bodies, or it will simply affect the aquatic organisms. So whereas you can still reject this heat to the sink. The better sink is nothing but the atmosphere. So we can reject this heat to the atmosphere. In what way? We have to use a device what is called as a cooling tower. So Varsini has already given this point. Sri Varsini, thanks for giving this point. So there is a hot water entering. Hot water is coming from this condenser. Okay. In the condenser, we use cold water, and that is coming out as hot water. So this hot water is sprayed from the cooling tower's top and through it, which is getting contact with air. Okay, which is getting contact with this, of course, atmospheric air only. We have to force the air because we need to affect this in a compact device. So we have to force the air by the way of forcing this air, otherwise by inducing the air. Otherwise, we'll be having a fan here at the top, what is called as induced draft fan, or a fan at the bottom, what is called as forcing the air, forced draft. Okay, by this way, this air will be brought in contact with the water, and this air is available at a lesser humidity, lesser relative humidity. So relative humidity, assume this is the available ambient air, which is having a humidity of about 60%. So you can say rise to a level of about 90 to 100%. So in that way, always, so this water is entering. This as like the process happening in this mud pot, the same process is going to happen in this cooling tower. So cooling water is having its water is available at a higher temperature. So assume this is water inside the pot. Inside the pot, say initially to start with. After about 2-3 hours, you'll see that water is available at a lesser temperature. This is because of this water has given out its energy, the latent heat of vaporization is taken from the water itself. And why it is to why it has to vaporize? Because air is available at a lesser humidity. So otherwise, there is a driving force happening because of this mass transfer. Otherwise, this water can go to the air stream because air is available in lesser saturation. So in the process of saturating the air, or is in the process, or is there is a mass transfer process. Mass transfer process is humidification. Or is humidifying the air. In this mass transfer process, there is a heat removal happening. So heat removal is happening because of, always this mass transfer is a driving force, major driving force. So this heat transfer is happening naturally because only by only if it is expending its energy, then only it can vaporize. That is, you have to supply energy for this vaporization. So this energy is there is a natural heat transfer happening here because water is available at a 50 degrees Celsius, whereas air is available at a 30 degrees Celsius. So definitely air can heat transfer is happening because of natural temperature difference available. In addition, this mass transfer is also augmenting this process. So otherwise, water available in liquid form has to vaporize. Then only it can lead to saturation. So otherwise, in addition to heat transfer, there is a mass transfer also process happening. So this heat and mass transfer leading to reduction of temperature of the hot water. Otherwise, this is as similar to that of water cooling in the mud pot. So otherwise, simply by observing this natural phenomena, we have engineered this for large scale application. Because of this cooling tower, there is a huge heat removal rejection process happening. Are you able to appreciate we can of course work out this also, how much is the heat removal because of this cooling tower. Okay, this we'll see in the coming class, or we'll spend more time on this humidification process in the coming class as well. Of course, these entire contents are there in the LMS. You please go through this process, and those who can understand this calculation also please try to go through, and we will discuss this aspect in the coming class further detail. Okay, another about 3-4 minutes only left now. I hope everyone is available in the class except one person, so I need not take attendance now. And also for simplicity of attendance, maybe people can rename yourself in such a way that your register number 2-digit or is 2 or 2-digit last 2-digit register number followed by your name. In that way, if you can rename yourself, I need not take attendance also. So Abhishek and other, please rename yourself if you can do so. Abhishek, Achyutan, Amirdavarsini. I think you can follow this protocol part in the any classes, so that I can easily understand your this attendance is also automatic. Of course, I will take this attendance in a variety of way. Sometimes this participant list, or even I will ask you to log into LMS, or I will conduct a quiz, or even sometimes call you by name. So there is this variety of possibilities there now. Okay. I hope I given an idea about this usage of humidification in this day-to-day life, and the engineered way for the power plant application. Okay, we'll continue this discussion in the coming class on next week only, no? Okay, no other way possible. Okay, Monday, before Monday, at least you can go through a lot on this humidification, and we'll discuss, we'll meet on Monday. Thank you all. Meet you in the next class, because another about 2-3 minutes only available.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, see you all. Thank you.
sir.
And if you have any specific point, I will be the last person to leave the class. Okay. Whereas in the physical class, teacher will leave first, and you will be there, and now the reverse.